Good morning, family. It's Nikki with California Homeschool Mom. So, as you can tell, I am coming back from the gym. Well, I don't know. Sun is shining all over me. So I just left the gym. I got in the gym quite late. So I have a contingency plan when I have late starts, and it's really, I do a quick 30 to 40 minute, really 30-minute all over body workout, or I'll just do cardio. I'll run for 30 minutes or I do the stair climber, and this time I ran for 30 minutes and I was up. So I have a question for you moms, dads too. If you exclusively homeschool, meaning no co-op classes, no hybrid classes, satellite classes, no class at all. If you are exclusively homeschooling, like exclusively breastfeeding, nothing, how does that work out for you with, your time and, getting a break? And just, is it because you're challenged to find places or classes for your children, or are you adamant that you don't want them to be in any classes, or the classes just poorly run? I was thinking about that because, okay, one ideal is not gonna match this next ideal. A while back, my son was watching Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the movie, and they're in middle school. If you don't know, the book by Jeff Kinney is about this kid who, he's got an older brother. It reminds me of Judy Blume's Fudge, Super Fudge, the Peter and the issues he has with his brother Fudge, anyway. So the character in Diary of a Wimpy Kid, whose name escapes me right now, he's got issues with his older brother and things going on at school. He always feels like a failure or a loser or just a wimpy kid. So anyway, they're at school and they're leaving the lunchroom and they're walking to class, and they're walking through the hallway to get to class. And I don't know how schools are nowadays, but when I was growing up in Houston, so it's hot, so everything's inside, you have long hallways full of lockers. And back then, you could decorate the locker on the outside. Not too crazy, a couple of stickers, nice cute little locks or whatever. Put the girls hung little nice decorative chains on it that the boys, would rip off. But he saw this, I think this was last year when he watched it, and he was like, Mom, I think I want to go to public school when I'm in 6th grade because I gotta have a locker. He was obsessed with lockers, and heaven forbid when they opened their locker and he saw you could have a mirror, some posters, you could stick gum on it, and then of course, oh yeah, you put books in there to store your stuff. He was like, this is what public school, junior high is all about. It's about having a locker. He's like, how many lockers do you get? Just one locker. So he was on this kick that he was adamant when he went to 6th grade, he was going to our local public school. Now, mind you, where we live, we have a great school system. Oh, that car is about to hit that truck, and that car is about to get paid. We have a quote-unquote great school system. Like, it's a competitive school district. People move here for the schools, and they're highly ranked, like, in the nation. And it's, they're really, really great schools. But public school is just really not for us. So I was thinking, okay, well, I said, you know what, we'll take it year by year, and if you're still wanting to, go, we'll figure things out. We'll try it out. Because, he was in public school up until the first semester of 2nd grade before I pulled him. So he's had a taste of public school life. And he was like, oh, Mom, I don't want to go back when we, struggling with stuff. I'm like, okay, you can go down the street to school and be at school at 8 o'clock in the morning, every morning. So my thing is, I'll let him, if he still feels that way, I'll let him go. But where we live, one of my issues with public school, besides just the whole approach to curriculum, is also the social part to it. And over where we live, families are pretty well off, and kids have a lot of time, and they have access to a lot of funds. And they kind of get into things. It's just a different way of living. I grew up in the South, Bible Belt, and middle class neighborhood. And there was a lot lot of sensibilities there. I mean, kids here do some crazy stuff that you would be hard pressed to come up with on your own, and they have the money to do it. So my concern is just 6th grade, puberty, all kinds of new changes, new schools for everybody really in 6th grade. And I'm just concerned what 7th and 8th graders, even 6th graders might be getting into at that age. So I could be paranoid about it, but I mean, when I'm walking around, some of our middle schools with the dog or whatever, and I'm listening to kids talk, at Target, whatever, I'm like, oh my goodness, this sounds like Ricky Lake, Maury Povich. So, and to put things in perspective, I am no prude by any stretch of the imagination, but when I was growing up, girls didn't wear red nail polish, red lipstick until they were around 16. You could wear a little glitter like silver or gold, but it had to be clear, and no animal prints because I was too grown. No leopard, no zebra, cheetah, none of that. So I don't adhere to that anymore. But when I see 4th grade girls with gel nails and screaming red lipstick, I'm like, oh baby, these are the kind of girls mom wants you to talk to when it's time to. So I don't know. I'm just getting a little bit old fashioned with my boys because I know how girls are. And we were a trip back in, the day. So I know these girls are on some whole nother stuff now. So anyway, to go to public school or not, to test it out or not. So, and then the whole issues of testing and, to get in, to placement, whatever, I don't know. But anyway, what are your thoughts about that? Because, of course he could totally change his mind next week. But, no, actually he did say he would just rather homeschool. But my kid's so wishy-washy. Anyway, what are your thoughts of sending your kids to public school for them to try it out, especially if they've never been in a public school? What grade would you do it in? Like, would 6th grade be way too much? Just what are your thoughts? I know some parents, they have some kids who are homeschooled and their other child is in public school. You just make it work for you. And at one point in time, that was our household. I had a child in preschool, a child in kinder at a public school, and then we homeschooled. And then we had two homeschool and one in public school, and then we had all homeschool. So lots of variation. So I'm home, and thank you for listening to my ramble, and I'm all dried up and everything from the gym. And I'm going to put out a regular video. I'm doing all these car talks, but I got real videos coming, so stay tuned. Love you all. This is Nikki with California Homeschool Mom. I know I talk super fast, y'all. That's just how I was raised. I'm trying to slow it down so you can hear every single word I'm saying. Enunciation. I have to champ. Look, the sun's waving at me from the window. All right, gotta go. Bye.